Alright guys, I did a video like this for the Oakland A's, and now let's talk about the Las Vegas Raiders now. This season for the Raiders just was completely different. We all know they had a new city, a new stadium, and for fans like me, it was hard to see them move into this new place after being in Oakland on and off for so long. So it was definitely interesting, but I still obviously root for them. I still like them the same as if they were still in Oakland, but it was a really interesting season. There was no playoffs. There was a lot of letdown, especially towards the end of the season, and a lot of defensive inconsistencies, even, that cost us the season, arguably. And so let's talk about it. So week one, we all know the Raiders beat the Panthers in a pretty close game. This was the first game as the official Las Vegas Raiders, and they beat Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers. So good game by them. Second week, they got out to 2-0. It was the first game at Allegiant Stadium against the Saints on primetime football. It was really awesome. They kind of tributed Oakland. I think Josh Jacobs, there was some sort of tribute to Oakland in that game, because it was the first time they were playing a home game that wasn't in Oakland since the LA days. They lost to the Patriots and the Bills. We don't have to talk much about those, and that's where things kind of fell down. However, they beat the Chiefs in week 5, and that was my favorite Raiders game of the entire year, because we beat a team that only lost 2 games the whole year, one of which was the last game where they weren't even really trying in it. So this was really the Chiefs' only loss of the year, and it was awesome beating them. And it was just a game where, sure, we allowed 32 points, but it was awesome. We lost to the Buccaneers the following week by a big amount, but then we beat Cleveland. So a common theme is we did beat good teams. That's why I think the Raiders in the future, if they can get some good defense, they will be a good team. We beat Cleveland, and we only allowed them to have 6 points. We beat LA Chargers in our first game at the new SoFi Stadium, so 2 new stadiums. And then we beat Denver, so we were on a little bit of a roll there. That would have been, a 3-game win streak, but then we had a heartbreaking loss to the Chiefs, and it was close. We lost by 4 points. We could have beat the Chiefs twice this year. We lost to the Falcons by 37 points the following week. We beat the Jets, and we all know what happened. Henry Ruggs catching the final touchdown of that game on a crazy bad defense play by the Jets. And then we lost to the Colts. We lost to the Chargers, where Mariota came in after Carr got hurt. Then we lost to the Dolphins on a very fluky face mask touch. We all know what happened, right? The field goal at the end. And then we beat the Broncos to close out the season. So a lot of inconsistencies. Am I proud of the Raiders? Yeah, I'm proud of their offense. I mean, we look at Darren Waller emerging as a superstar. Aguilar emerging as a superstar. We just talked about if he's going to leave. Carr, inconsistent, but could be good in the future. Our quarterback is a little bit iffy. Josh Jacobs emerging as a superstar. He's a Pro Bowler too. Hunter Renfrow. Like, our offensive line, we have what's his name? Rodney Hudson. So we have a really good offensive line. It's just like the defense needs to get better. And that was a main theme of the season. You look at any Raiders news, it's defense, defense, defense. Their offense is fine. Offense could have some improvement. But when you have guys like Darren Waller, it's going to help you. So for this season, if I had to give the Raiders a grade, obviously they finished 8-8, which is very average. But if I had to give them a grade, I would give them a B, just a solid B, because the offense is good, but the defense just brought everything down, and that's ultimately why they lost a lot of these close games. Look at Miami, you look at the Chargers loss, you look at the Falcons loss, you look at the Chiefs lost the second time. So those were all really because of the defense, right? So if we can fix those holes, if we can draft young defenders, if we can have guys like Henry Ruggs break out on offense and have guys like Damon Arnett play up to standards on defense, we're going to play good. That's the Raiders season in review. It was obviously a lot different. I still repping the Oakland merch, because I'm still not used to them being in Las Vegas. I don't think I'm going to be buying any Las Vegas merchandise anytime soon, because of the fact that I don't really consider them Las Vegas. This is an Oakland channel, so this is about Oakland sports, A's, the Warriors, and the Sharks, who are all very in close proximity. And then you have the Raiders in Vegas, but they did play in Oakland for a while, so I still consider them Oakland in my view, even though I know obviously geographically they still play in Las Vegas. But with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. More Raiders recaps will come next season, free agent signings if we ever get to that, and trades. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders, Oakland Raiders.